So what is the Knight Experience team and how is it created? The SET initiative has focused on specializing HR and finance roles within college and division business centers. To pilot the Knight Experience team, we're beginning with admin and finance, facilities and safety, and office of the president business centers, and we're pulling in the HR coordinator role and the travel and procurement coordinator role. And we're combining them with team members from central HR and finance. In addition to pulling in team members to support the HR and travel and procurement specialist teams, central HR and finance are also migrating work related to records management, international employment, property, merchant services, as well as some knowledge management, training, and communications. Our HR specialists and travel and procurement specialists will be able to provide dedicated transactional support for the divisions in which they are aligned, as well as central and back-end processes for the university that Central currently does today. One example of that, the HR specialist will be helping to provide background checks. So in addition to providing that dedicated division support, as well as central back-end processing, they will also be able to provide backup support to travel and procurement coordinators and HR coordinators campus-wide for all of the business centers. This means if someone is out on vacation or out unexpectedly, we can have someone stand in as backup. Also, potentially there could be higher than expected or normal volume of transactions, in which case these specialist teams may also provide some backup support. In addition to processing support, the HR specialists and travel and procurement specialists will also provide support as it relates to knowledge management, training, and communications to all business centers. We've also created a new to UCF position called the Customer Care Coordinators. This team will provide general workday inquiries and issues, and also serve as an initial point of contact to help employees get to the right place for their issue or inquiry to be resolved. And although this position is net new to UCF, we are still looking internally through the expression of interest survey to staff those positions. Now let's talk about how support will work for employees and managers who are interacting with business centers as well as kNEXT. Regardless if you're an employee within admin and finance or the College of Engineering, if you have a workday HR related employee self-service inquiry, whether it be maybe your paycheck is wrong, you want to understand how to return from a leave of absence, you're curious what your accrual balances are, etc. All of those inquiries will be supported by a customer care coordinator within kNEXT. If you are an employee who has a finance question related to expense reports or travel, and you're from a college, you will be supported by your travel and procurement coordinator within your business center. If you're an employee within the Office of the President, for example, you would be supported by the travel and procurement specialist within kNEXT. The central offices, or COEs, will be a point of contact to both kNEXT and the business centers for escalated questions, inquiries, or issues. If you're a manager who's doing something for your team related to HR, let's say you're ready to hire, you want to run a headcount report, you're promoting a team member in Workday, you're going to be supported by your HR coordinator within your business center. If you're in facilities and safety, for example, and you are a manager who is ready to hire a team member or run that headcount report, you're going to be supported by your HR specialist within kNEXT. If you are a manager within a college and you want to do some budget reporting or any type of procurement, you're going to be supported by your finance and budget analyst and travel and procurement coordinator, respectively. If you're in one of the admin and finance or Office of the President divisions, if it's a procurement related question, you'll be supported by your travel and procurement specialist within kNEXT. However, budget will remain within the business center and be supported by your finance and budget analyst. Any type of strategic or planning work, whether it's for HR or finance, maybe that's workforce planning, budget planning, etc., you will always go to your business center for that strategic and planning support. And again, for all of these types of inquiries or issues or planning, the central offices or COEs will support business centers as well as kNEXT. Now, that can all get a little bit confusing, and we want to make sure that we're communicating clearly and simply to our employees. The way in which we are going to be able to simplify this model and help employees get to the right place without having to know exactly who to contact is by directing all employees to the website and Workday Help. The kNEXT website will provide navigation support that, based on what you are trying to accomplish, it will either direct you to create a case in Workday Help, as well as provide contact information on who that first best point of contact is to support them in their HR and finance needs. So for all HR and finance needs, we can direct employees and managers across campus to the website and Workday Help, and that will get them to where they need to go.